to Positive Vibes and Tarot. We are back with another weekly energy flow for the week of June 29th to July 5th. However, whenever you see this message will be the right time for you. Okay, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest, as it is a general message. And please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love your support and I love you back. If you wish to book a personal reading with me, there is a link in the description for my Etsy shop. Head over to my Etsy. I offer all kinds of different readings. I got you. Also, if you want some magic jewelry, it's on my Etsy shop under magic jewelry. This jewelry is handpicked by me, cleansed, blessed, and set and tailored to your specific energy, all right? For what you need in those moments. Okay? So, guys, also, quick disclaimer. Bear with me. Mercury is going in retrograde this Monday, the 29th. And y'all know how I get during retrograde. For some reason, I cannot talk, okay? So work with me and my fumbles, okay? But I got you. I still got you. Just work with me. Not a lot, but a few celestial bodies are making some moves this week, guys. We have Mars going into Gemini, Mercury is retrograding into Cancer, and Jupiter is moving into Leo. All happening within the first 2-3 days of the week before we even hit July. Okay, we're also in Cancer season, so happy birthday to all my Cancers. I wish you guys lots of celebration, lots of good vibes, and lots of positivity. I hope you have the best birthday ever this year. Okay, and happy solar return. Also, happy Canada Day for all my Canadians out there. I love you. Anyways, Mars moving into Gemini, multitasking, quick decisions, more focus. So you should be more, I feel like, mentally focused, but it's like laser focused, don't get tunnel vision, but there's opportunities for you to be very clear and focused on certain things, very organized mentally this week. It could lean into a little bit of chaos, but do your best to rein it in, okay? And steer that overthinking in the right direction. Also, Mercury retrograde into Cancer. Reflect, reevaluate, recharge, replenish, okay? Go within. What are your emotions telling you? This is a great time for emotional intellect, emotional maturity, and emotional reevaluation. What emotions are really, they're showing me emotions sticking to you. What needs to be reevaluated? What can be removed? What can be, reattached? What can be healed? What can be grown? And what can be let go of, so that you can have more emotional intelligence and more emotional maturity. All right? Jupiter moving into Leo. Big, bright, bold. Expansion and creativity, passion and expression. So if you're feeling quite boisterous, confident, big, bold, and loud this week, Jupiter is moving into Leo and really amplifying that energy. Also, just be mindful not to go into arrogance or, stepping on others because you feel big when others are feeling small. But just be mindful how you are using that energy, because you don't want to come off in the wrong way, right? You want to be big, bold, confident, but bright and warm, not harsh and setting everybody on fire. You know what I'm saying? Also, channel messages. We have Transcendence. Also, there are timestamps down below for those of you who wish to skip ahead. Okay? Transcendence. So we're moving beyond what's familiar, but it feels more in a peaceful and guided way. I will say that this week doesn't feel too chaotic. Although we're having shifts and changes, it doesn't feel too abrasive. It feels like a smoothening and a coasting into what's next. Excuse me. Change, reflection, obviously, and I'm getting inner dialogue. What does your inner dialogue look like? How do you talk to yourself? What do you perceive yourself? What do you tell yourself? Are you kind to yourself? Are you loving towards yourself? Maybe that's what needs to be reevaluated. I also feel deep meditative space to harness your personal power. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. But it's a deep meditative space to harness personal power. So last week we talked about what was coming up to the surface or bubbling up for you to, be made aware of. And the clarity coming in this week is like, how are you implementing that in order to empower and increase your personal power? Okay, because we have a lot of energies lining up. Again, emotional maturation, big, bold confidence, more focus. You can implement the energies that you were made aware of last week into this week to increase personal power. Power was coming through. It's taking things that maybe you're being made aware of or have already been made aware of and making them powerful, not letting them be anchors or weights anymore, but empowering yourself. There's a lot of personal power being amplified this week. Again, deep inner work. So this Mercury retrograde, I feel like, has a lot of people in their feelings. I mean, it's in Cancer. Come on now. I love you, Cancers, but you guys be in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? But it's reflection, getting deep into your emotions, and again, using that for empowerment, not allowing or letting your emotions to hold you back or beat you down. It's empowering yourself through that emotional growth and intellect and maturation. Okay, it's clarity, of course, coming in because we have that retrograde, which is making you reflect. I also got sweetness. There's a hint of sweetness coming in because I did see bee spirit. So there's a hint of sweetness coming in. I saw a stoic lion. And to me, when they showed me that, it was, imagine the presence of a lion who is even just sitting there stoic. How powerful that is. You know, for some of you as well, it's not always about having to do in order to feel powerful. It's about when you are in those moments of sitting still and reflecting or deep meditative or doing inner work, can you be powerful in those moments as well? Okay, let's see. I also got slow intensity. So it feels passionate and, you know, there's that energy of quick decisions and focus, but there's also an energy of a slow, deep burn. Okay, a slow, deep, intense burn. But that's just what I'm getting. Channel messages, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. I also got a beaver, and beavers scream to me solid foundation, you know, going over things and reevaluating, resituating things so that they're in the perfect place to create that solid foundation, right? Healing or stitching up, patching up those cracks in that may be coming through or seeping through the dam, okay? Bees came through with sweetness, and for colors, I got purples, bold yellows, which was a beautiful combination. It was very regal, and it was screaming like regality. I don't know if that's a word, but regal, royal. There's a royal energy because we're talking about power, right? Royal people, beings, entities are very powerful. So it's not a surprise that that's coming through. I also got 333, 999, and 666, also 369. Okay, so things could also be coming full circle. And I'm seeing or feeling now that there's an energy of where you were before. Look where you were before and look where you are now and take the growth that comes with it. Again, for what? Personal power. Okay, so that being said, let's get into some cards. But yeah, guys, so whatever did come up last week or even is coming up this week with retrograde and all the energies that are at play, how can you be more self-empowering? How can you empower yourself more? You know, feel it so you can heal it. So if you are feeling down on yourself, feel that if need be, but then transmute that energy into something that could be used in your favor to motivate you. You know, maybe you're feeling an energy of, oh, I used to be this, or I used to have that, or this is where I could be by now if this didn't happen. That kind of energy, reflecting and reevaluating that and changing it into, okay, I was there, but how can I be better than I was before with what I have now? How can I reach beyond where I was before with what I have now? Okay, but let's pull some signs of synchronicities. Veil, hidden. So yeah, things that were below the surface again, coming up. Brown, grounding, stability, foundation. Going back to that beaver energy. So also, it's confidence, but humble confidence, right? And again, that foundation to me is saying, patching up the areas where the cracks or the seeps are coming through the cracks. And not only just patching them up, but reevaluating, reflecting on why there's a crack in the first place. What caused the crack? Pearl, hidden knowledge. Okay, so things that are hidden or done in the dark or in the dark are coming to the surface. There's an energy too of how you guys, a lot of you are focused on how much time is passing. Everything in divine timing and divine alignment. 5-5 on the clock as I'm saying that. Hourglass, time is slipping. It's like the energy of you want to be ahead so bad, but maybe things are coming and forcing you to sit still. Sit still, right? As I said before, it's about being empowered in the moments where you do need to sit still. Or maybe when you're being sat. Because some of you could be a little stubborn like me. And if you don't sit, you will be sat. We have coins with support. So you will be taken care of, basic needs being met. See, lots of cards want to come through. Look at that, 999. Profound lessons are at hand. Completion of a cycle is near. Love it, completion. Also, 3s, 6s, and 9s. 3s, things coming together, creativity, implementing things, you know, creating something new with the things that you have, the options that you have. 6s, the balance, the harmony, renewal, the love. I'm also getting choices with that. They're showing me the Lover's card, so choices. And 9s, completion, resilience, strength. Ooh, we have Ladybug with luck. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like all these things coming up, all these energies at play, all this moving, shifting, and transcendence, but it doesn't feel abrasive. It feels like, it feels smooth. It feels serene. It feels needed. Earned. We have mourning. Yeah, see, so there's that energy of maybe what used to be or what could have been. And then knife with sever. Yep. Letting things go, that's sitting right on top of support. So as you are being encouraged to let things go, to sever certain ties and connections, relationships with people, places, or things, you are being supported. You're being held during that. Maybe it's even certain belief systems that you're severing from or mourning. Some of you maybe even could be mourning who you used to be. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have grapes with satisfaction. It feels as tough or as harsh as it may sound, the energies that I'm talking about that are at play, or as intense, right? It's smooth. There's an energy of doing it, but in a graceful, majestic way. Okay? Transcending and growing and learning and mourning and severing in a majestic, graceful way. Okay? And then whole with mystery. Love it. So maybe not even knowing, not even being able to see the final destination just yet, but knowing that you will be taken care of with satisfaction and support. Okay? So let's look at, one sec, guys. All right, so let's look at what the astrology deck has to say for the week. I am not an astrologer, but I can definitely sense the energies of the celestial bodies moving around this week, guys. I wonder if any of you are sensing it as well. I know for me, when we shifted, the sun moved into Cancer, it was like a breath for me. I needed that water energy. But let's see. Ooh. And of course it went flying, guys. Give me 1 second. We have Lilith Ooh, coming through with taboo, darkness, untamed, intensity, erotic, independence, sexual liberation, secret desires, fetishes, shadow side, empowerment, destruction. So is that not what we've been talking about? Empowerment, intensity, untamed darkness. So yeah, a lot of shadow energy coming up this week, guys, but it's for empowerment. It's for empowerment. So whatever you're seeing, feeling, hearing about yourself, whatever is shifting and changing, however you're feeling and reflecting on, especially emotionally, using that for your own self-empowerment. Again, it feels positive. It seems like it could be like, oh, what's happening? A little bit, oh, I don't know. But it's like, this is empowerment. I can do this. I can build up. I can build on this. Okay? Bottom of the deck, we have Comet. Unexpected. Disruption, disturbances, significant events, realignment, uncertainty. So we have that uncertainty coming through with the mystery, abnormalities, unknowns, messages, wild cards. So expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected, okay? And use that in your favor. Remember, everything works out in my favor no matter what. Say that affirmation as you navigate this week. Empowerment is coming through, guys. So things are ending. Things are completing. Destruction, disruption, severing, mourning, all of those speak of endings. But the new beginnings are coming as well. Things can work out in unexpected ways. We have luck coming through. So luck is on your side. We have support coming through, right? So even as you are feeling in all these things or making all these changes or embracing what is now and mourning what used to be, you're being held, you're being supported. And you will be shown the way, so trust your intuition. Let's see what the main message is here. Oh, I also meant to say we had Deer Spirit. I think I missed that on my note cards. It just reminded me because we have Gazelle. I love it. I love it. I love it. Feels good. This feels like a leap of faith. Honestly, what they're showing me is leaping through the intensity. Taking steps, taking leaps through the intensity. Ooh, we have Wolf Spirit coming through. Knowledge, wisdom, power. And this pose that the wolf is in is the pose that I saw the lion in. Earth energy coming through now. Ooh, and Panther. I want to pull one more card for this Panther energy. Yeah, look at that. Synchronicity, Beaver. It's energy, Panther to me screams empowerment, power, reclaiming your power, but with the Beaver Spirit doing it in a steady way, in a grounded way. That's the word I'm looking for. Reclaiming your power in a grounded way. Ooh, I love it. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Peacock. Ooh, with Unicorn. Didn't I say trust your intuition? Ooh, Frog Spirit behind that. Cleansing, 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 cleansing emotions. Cleansing, cleansing, cleansing emotions. And as I'm looking at this, the rain is black. It feels like shadow energy, pieces or droplets of your shadow energy coming through. Didn't I say seeping through those cracks of the dam? Right? But cleansing, cleansing, healing, and working through it anyways. Peacock with Unicorn screams, strutting your stuff, trusting your intuition. And again, Peacock, that boisterous energy or confident energy of strutting your stuff, but in an intuitively guided way. Okay, I'm being urged to read this Unicorn straight up from the book. So give me a second, guys. Unicorn. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago? The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity. It encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp. Reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn and you have begun your quest for the answers. As we talk about being in a deeply meditative space and doing deep, deep inner work, reconnecting with your spirit, with your intuition, and seeing things clearly. Okay, it relates to the sixth chakra, your intuition. Hello. It's no surprise the subtle essence of the unicorn card resides at the third eye, the exact place from which the unicorn's horn extends. This center is called the, I'm gonna butcher this, Ajna chakra, or command center. The ancient yogis believed it to be responsible for our intellect, emotional intellect, intuition, and deepest wisdom. Some say our two eyes see the past and present, while the third eye peers into the future. Okay, so trust your intuition as it leads and guides you to make these bold, confident moves. Okay, it's not just impulsive energy, but it's led and guided through intuition. So trust and listen to your intuition. Okay, but let's get some clarifying messages. Some of you as well, as you clear and cleanse or sever your old emotions, okay? I'll say old stagnant emotions or old weights of emotions. Your intuition could be really enhanced. So as you're doing the inner work, the deeper work, your intuition becoming stronger and stronger. Okay? So let's look at this gazelle, which feels very, again, fast-paced, but leaps and bounds, leaping through the intensity. Tell us about gazelles, please. Thank you. We have the Four of Cups coming through. The Tower. So there's Mars. Nine of Swords. Some of you are overthinking about the dissatisfaction of certain areas about your life. And the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. So again, the clearing and the cleansing, the awareness coming in with the Tower moment, the destruction coming into, hey, this is not serving me anymore. I need to tear it down, whether it's a belief, person, place, or thing. Okay? Four of Cups, the dissatisfaction, I feel like dullness, also a lack of creativity. The gazelle is coming through a little bit anxious now. That's where I was saying leaping through the intensity, because the gazelle moves anxiously, leaps, right? Whereas you need to ground that energy, which is why we have the wolf spirit here. Ground that energy so you can be more strategic in the leaps that you are taking, instead of moving in this energy of lack, frustration, overthinking, anxiousness. It's like an energy of overthinking the negativities or overthinking what you don't have or what you wish you could have had, okay? And that being said, the Tower coming in and saying, hey, 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 let's clear this out. Divine intervention. Let's clear this out. Bring this to your awareness and let's let it go. Let's move on. Let's take these leaps in more strategic ways that serve us. And not in just a way of, I need, or scarcity, or survival, but in a way of, I trust my intuition, I'm being led and guided, this is the action I need to take. Because behind this gazelle feels a lot, like, there feels a lot of energy behind this gazelle spirit. Yeah, see? Empress on the bottom of the deck. Instead of moving in this energy of fear and lack and overthinking and wishing and wanting, coulda, woulda, shoulda, it's the energy of empowerment with the Empress and manifesting abundance in a way that best serves you now with what you have now. I like that. Beautiful message there. I want to clarify this Tower. Yeah, see, Four of Pentacles. Moving from a more grounded space. Moving from a more grounded space. Look at that. Knight of Pentacles. More strategic. More strategic and grounded in the action that you're taking. Because this action here, the space that you're moving from now, is a bit too impulsive. Or panicky, if that makes sense. Okay, let's move on to the Wolf Spirit. Beautiful Wolf Spirit. Stoic. Tamed yet still wild. Knowledgeable. Applying the wisdom. It's intelligence. Smarts. Oh my goodness, they're throwing my cards at me today, guys. All right, we have the Page of Cups. Seven of Swords. Ooh, Ace of Wands. I like it. I was already screaming creativity when I got that Page of Cups. And Six of Pentacles. Give me a sec to sit with this energy, guys. There's a lot of wisdom coming in through creativity. And with the Seven of Swords, with the Six of Pentacles, it's like balancing that energy. Balancing what's hidden anyway is the way that it's coming through. Balancing what's been hidden anyway. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands. And look at that, Strength card. Strength and resilience through all you've been through. You're taking your knowledge and wisdom and using it in a creative way, through creative expression, but very wisely. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. I just keep getting balancing what's been hidden. Balancing what's been hidden. Page of Wands coming through now with that Lion spirit. Hello. Lion is written all over here, probably because Jupiter's moving into Leo. But hey, maybe even you have Leo placements. Or Leo could be your spirit animal. Who knows? Balancing what's been hidden and using it in a creative, expressive way. Going back to that empowerment, taking what's been hidden, what's been... it also feels slightly like lies and betrayal, but using that in your favor, balancing it anyway. Just look at that. Lion spirit again. Nine of Wands. Okay. Page of Cups. Ace of Wands. There's that using creative wisdom inspiration coming through, spirit re-sparking. There's that re again. Spirit sparking your energy, your soul, intuitive prompts to take intuitive action and express yourself. Expressing your emotions through creativity in a wise way. Okay? 7 of Swords with the 6 of Pentacles. Balancing what's been hidden. Things coming to the surface, realizations of lies or betrayals, or even ways that you've deluded yourself, distortions. Okay? Getting rid of the distortions and balancing it anyway. They keep saying balancing anyway, balancing anyway, balancing anyway. Tell me more about this Page of Wands and 7 of Swords. 4 of Wands. The solid, sturdy foundation coming in. Page of Wands, 4 of Wands, 3 of Wands there at play. Coming in. Truth coming in. I like that. Truth coming in. A leveling up happening because you're balancing it anyway. 7 of Wands here, so now we have 7, 7. Luck is on your side, again being reiterated. Taking the knowledge and the wisdom of what's been hidden, because the 7 of Swords feels like something being revealed, truth coming through. Could be a little bit painful, guys, just saying. And taking that and using it in a creative way to create a more solid, I want to say love, passion-based foundation. And a 3 of Wands is looming in the background here of this wolf spirit. Things are always going to come towards you. It's what you choose to do with them that's important. Life is always going to happen. Life is always going to be lifing. But it's what you choose to do with it that really counts and makes all the difference. Okay? But let's move on. Panther and Beaver spirit. Reclaiming your power in a grounded way. Love it. 8 of Cups. There we have that emotional cleansing happening again. Leaving behind what's no longer serving us. Ooh, now we have the Devil coming through. Capricorn energy. There's that grounded earth energy, right? Not surprising. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We got Death, Transcendence, Transformation, moving away from what's no longer serving us. 6 of Cups, 2 more Harmony. And you have 6, 6 here. Of course, we saw that in your channel messages, 666, right? But anyways, 8 of Cups and the Death card. Literally the major arcana and minor arcana of each other. Moving on, leaving things behind. There's the mourning that needs to happen. The severance that needs to happen. It feels like a breaking it off for some of you. People, places, and things. Relationships that are no longer serving you. Hello. Scorpio energy here. Walking away from what's no longer serving you. The Devil, Capricorn energy with the 6 of Cups. Again, another energy speaking of breaking free. I don't take these cards in the reverse, but this Devil does feel in the reverse. Breaking free, letting go. And it's creating more emotional harmony, balance, love. Also more stability, 6 of Pentacles here. Yeah, see? It may be, I don't want to say hard, because it doesn't feel hard, but it could be challenging. I'll say challenging. That's one that fits, that suits better. Challenging, because here we have the 5 of Cups. Again, it could be quite saddening or painful, 7 of Swords. Upsetting, 5 of Cups. 2 of Pentacles, but you get to choose. Ooh, Queen of Swords. You get, ooh, King Queen of Swords and King of Cups. You get to choose. There's that maturation that we talked about happening. The wisdom, the intellect, the emotions with the King of Cups, the intellect, the wisdom with the Queen of Swords. Heart and mind both coming through and saying, let's balance this energy. Because you have a choice. Two of Pentacles. Okay? So again, feel it so you can heal it. Feel it so you can move on. If you need to mourn, you need to grieve, Five of Cups is going to come up. Go ahead and do that. But choose to balance your heart and mind for personal empowerment. I love how the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords both came through like that. That is a beautiful message, okay? And again, the Peacock with the Five of Cups, using what has got you down, made you sad, broke your heart, weighed on you, what you've grieved, what coulda, woulda, shoulda been, as empowerment with that Peacock. Not hiding it or hiding from it anymore, but using it as fuel for your self-empowerment. It's part of your story. You know, I've been really into, I don't know what it's, I think it's called kintsugi pottery, and it's like a Japanese cultural kind of thing where they take broken pieces of bowls or vases and they put them back together with liquid gold, or, you know, things like that. Look it up. It's really beautiful. And it's just goes back to how your traumas, your scars, your wounds can be beautiful because they're part of your story, and you can use them to empower yourself, or, because the choice is yours, you can let it get you down. Life will always life, but it's about how you choose to use your circumstances and what happens to you to get back up and empower yourself. Okay, let's pull some final cards before we get into the elemental. Let me get a drink of water, guys. Give me a sec. But yes, life is always gonna life. It may come a time again where you're gonna have coulda, woulda, shouldas. Because once you reevaluate and reflect, you're like, oh, I coulda did this. I shoulda did this. Maybe if it was different, I would have did this. But you can't, you have to forgive yourself. There's a quote, they're bringing it to my attention. Forgive yourself for not knowing the things that only time could teach you. Ooh, that was a good one. That was powerful. Forgive yourself for not knowing the things that only time could teach you. You had to learn. You had to learn. So are you going to choose to learn now, or are you still going to let it get you down? The choice is yours. We have delight. Look at that. Delight. It's change. It's transcendence, but in a delightful way. It can even be fun if you let it. You know, once you move through all the grief and the, you know, heavy emotions, it can even move into fun and excitement. Empowerment. You know, like, yeah, that's part of my story, but now look at me now. Yeah, that happened to me. I was down and out, but look, now I'm up. And not only am I walking, but I'm running, sprinting, flying. Embracing. Look at that. And that's another message of kintsugi. Look it up, guys. It's kintsugi, Kintsugi, kintsugi. And it's about embracing imperfections. Okay? I also saw another quote where it was embracing the storm. You are the sky experiencing a storm. And just because the storm happens doesn't make you less of a sky. Right. And finally, we have thriving. Look at that. So by the beginning of the week, it's like this peaceful, delightful energy coming through of clearing out. Maybe some heavy emotions coming up as well, okay? And then you're in this stoic kind of deep meditative space by the middle of the week with the wolf. And look at these, both of these. I love how they both have the fire in the background there, right? And they're just kind of sitting there, just stoic, but powerful looking as well. Middle of the week, embracing all that's been, all that has been, all that was, even all that will be. And then by the end of the week, we are thriving, reclaiming your power, but in a grounded way. Reclaiming your power, but in a grounded, safe way, and thriving because of it. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have stand still. Love it, because in the beginning I talked about being powerful and empowered even in those moments where you are forced to stand still or forced to sit, right? It's not always movement that creates power. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is sit still when need be. Okay, I love that. Beautiful, beautiful message, guys. I hope this resonated. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest. This was a very interesting message, to say the least. I'm going to move on to the elementals. Just give me 1 second, okay? What up, guys? I'm back. Okay, even though I'm pretty sure it was like a second for you. Anyways, besides the point, I'm going to pull a message for each of you by elements. Okay, we're going to do earth, air, fire, and then water. So, starting with my earth signs. Hello, my earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I hope you all are doing well. And thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see what we have for my earth signs. A message for my earth signs, please, Spirit. Thank you. Creator Earth. So Earth, we did see you come through twice in the overall message, okay? And here you are. Creator Earth. Be in your element. Be grounded. Be Earth. Be grounded. Not too stubborn, though. Not too over analytically, though. But be wise. Be diligent. Be patient. Be Earth. That is a beautiful message. Earth, for my earth signs. Be in your element. Be grounded. I'm also getting be love. Be love. Maybe some of you also need to connect with Mother Earth, Gaia, and she'll help. So, clarifying now, we have the Queen of Swords. That will help you. Getting grounded, my earth signs, feet on the earth, touching a tree, you know, nurturing your plants will help bring in more clarity for you. More grounded wisdom instead of you being so scatterbrained. It feels spread, your brains feel spread out, or your head feels spread out. Okay? King of Cups on the bottom of the deck will help you drop more into that grounded sense of clarity and not so, I want to say scatterbrained, because I keep wanting to do this. Your head scatterbrained. Or maybe you're focusing on too many things at one time. Pick one thing at a time, right? Earth is the slowest moving energy, but it can also be the most fruitful because you are putting in that work day after day, moment after moment, diligently, consistently. Also consistency for my earth signs and focus. Okay? And that will help you to, again, clear out what's not necessary, focus on one thing at a time, and really build that energy up. Really build that energy up as need be. Instead of doing one thing here, starting another thing there, and then now you have 5 things, but they're all half full. 5 cups, but they're all half full. When you could have 1 cup, fill it up. 2 cup, fill it up. 3 cups. So now you have 3 cups that are full instead of 5 different things that are all halfway full. Okay, if that makes sense. But that's what I have for you, my earth signs. I hope that made sense. Okay. Be you, stay true, and until next time, may love and light find you guys always. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to air. Hello, my air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I hope you all are doing well. Let's see what we got for my air signs. Balance. Card number 14, breaking down to a 5. Balance, my air signs. Get that balance. What needs to go? What is tipping your scales too much? Balance. Invite that in. So I feel like that deep inner work is you needing to really see where the imbalances are within your life, whether it's people, places, things, work, you know, optimism, pessimism, things like that. Where is there an imbalance that needs to be, I feel like, corrected, brought back into balance? Yeah, the Star card. Also replenishing your cup, refueling. This is also wish fulfillment, a big blessing coming in. This could also be just deep fulfillment. I keep getting what is needed, what is needed, what is needed. This could even be hope restored, but there's some sort of calmness washing over you with this Star energy. Yeah, calmness washing over you with the Star energy. Seven of Pentacles, being diligent in what can still receive your energy and what needs to stop, because behind that we have the Five of Swords. So what can you still invest in energetically? What can you still put your energy into, and what do you need to stop putting your energy into with the Five of Swords? Because it's draining you, it's imbalance, it's unrequited love, the person's no longer good for you, the habit's not suiting you, whatever it is, it needs to be brought back into balance. Okay, my air signs, that is what I have for you. Best of luck this week. May love and light find you guys always. Be you, stay true. And until next time, I'm going to move on to fire signs. Hello, my fire signs. How are you all doing? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. How are you guys feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Let's see what we have for you for the week ahead. All right. What do we have for my fire signs? I'll take it, thank you. Changemaker, make waves. Card number 45, breaking down to a 9. So 9s are really significant, my fire signs. Completion, resilience, patience as well. But Changemaker, make waves. You guys are lights in the dark, showing others the way. Interesting. My fire signs feel already very grown in energy, mature in energy, to where the people around you may even seem like they're immature, even if they're older than you in age. But it's like you are the trailblazer here. Six of Swords. I like it. So energy smoothing out for you. More harmony coming in as you are in this transitional period right now. This could also be short travel for some of you, but Six of Swords is just screaming that the harmony is coming in. And again, that butterfly change, right? Beautiful change and transformation coming in for you. Bottom of the deck, oh yeah, the Emperor. So there you are in your fire element. Oh my gosh, King of Wands, there you are in your fire element. You are a leader, my fire signs. You show the way. You shine the light, or you are the light as you walk, and others see your light, and I want to say follow you, but you lead the way. So if you are a leader, you got followers. Okay, but this also, I feel success, a ripple of success, and being, again, you're really being empowered and getting on your throne here. You're like, I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready for the change. You guys feel like you're gearing up for it almost. Okay, but Six of Swords, positive energy coming in your favor, moving forward, smoothing of energy where there was once rough intensities, the smoothing, the calmness coming in. Okay, so that's what I have for you, my fire signs. May love and light find you guys always. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be you, stay true. I'm going to move on to water signs. Hello, my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. How are you all doing? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Again, happy birthday to all my Cancers out there. Let's see what we have for you this week. Okay. We have creator, fire, and follow through that want to come through. So whatever you are trying to create, my water signs, follow through with it. You have the sacred flow of yes on the bottom of the deck. Yes, do it. Follow through. Consistency is key for you. Consistency is key for you this week. It'll really pay off if you stay consistent and diligent. Prosperity sisters are happiness and joy. Card number 36, breaking down to a 9, so 9s are significant for you as well. Resilience, sticking to it, follow through, follow through, follow through. No more procrastination, no more start and stop. Follow through, stick with it, and prosperity will really come through for you. It will really pay off. Also, if it feels good, brings you happiness and joy, of course, for the good of all and harm to none, then do it. It'll help bring in more prosperity, right? Happiness is the journey, not the destination. Yeah, Two of Wands. And sometimes the Two of Wands for me can represent the choice that needs to be made, but this screams to me walking the path, going through the doorway and walking the path and sticking to it. Not letting it waver, not letting yourself give up on yourself too fast or too easily. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Sticking to it and really investing in yourself, creating more prosperity, happiness, and joy for yourself. Follow your happiness and your joy. And look at that lion spirit. Beautiful. Okay? So, really stick to it. Whatever intuitive ideas you have, whatever magic you're trying to harness or manifest, really be diligent and stick to it and consistent in what it is that you're trying to create. Especially what it is you're trying to create, because it can pay off in big ways for you. Okay, but that is all I have for all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you wish to book a personal reading, there's a link in my bio. Click the link over to my Etsy shop. Head over to my Etsy. Check me out if you want some magic jewelry, handpicked, blessed by me, cleansed by me, and tailored to your energy. That is under magic jewelry on my Etsy shop. Okay, so check me out. I got you. And again, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate all the love, and I send all that love and support right back at you. Okay? May love and light find you guys always. Be you, stay true, and until next time, peace.